Hey, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the podcast. It's your boy B. I got country and Tate Titties. Let's get it.
You're now tuned in to the greatest podcast ever, dapodcav.
All right, this episode of the podcast is sponsored by nobody. So if you want to advertise on the greatest show ever, tap in at dapodcav@gmail.com. All right, so shout out to TMZ's own, South Philly's own, Yappy Hour's finest, straight out of her parents' basement. We got Taylor in the building. What's going on?
What's up, motherfuckers? But we're not in the basement today. We're in the room. So fuck off. Live at home as long as you fucking can and stack your bread. Don't listen to this motherfucker. Fuck y'all.
Hey, before we get into things, just tell us a little bit about Yappy Hour.
So Yappy Hour, me and my best friend Shannon created a live in real time on TikTok where we just bring people on, shoot the shit, say the stuff you're probably too scared to say. And we thought it was a dope idea because you get to see people's live comments in real time. It can't be edited out, so it's all raw, it's real. So yeah, check us out on Mondays at 8.
There you go.
Eastern
What's
time,
the most
East Coast, baby.
What's the most controversial thing you've had on the Yappy Hour so far?
Last week, I should say, everybody was getting into sexting, and if they do it, or if like you're scared, do you prefer sexting just like talking sexually, or do you prefer like sending actual photos? And what do photos really do for people? Like if we receive a dick pic, we're not really getting that excited. Men see tits or an ass, and all of a sudden their dicks are 10 feet to the fucking sky. So, I mean, stuff like that. That was last week's topic. I keep saying yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like, of course, if I get like, a sexy pic or something from my girl, of course, that definitely, puts a little more wind in my sails. But
do you want a picture, or you rather talk about it? Like you rather talk about what's going down, or you just want
a picture? A picture for sure.
A picture,
like, I don't
definitely, man. But I know chicks, they want to know. So, what do you want to do to me? What are you gonna do to me? And then they get all mad if you don't say something. Like they want you to say it. And it's like, all right, well, why don't you just tell me what you want me to fucking say, and then I'll say.
That's right, ladies. Tell them what the fuck you want. It's 2025.
It
Stop
really
beating
is.
around the bush. Literally, no pun intended. Stop beating around the bush.
And look, before we get started, man, can I just say that this right here gets me through the day. I'm sorry, it's a cheap plug, but man, this is such a part of my life, and I'm tired of buying them, man. So let's please, Ghost, give me a sponsorship. I'm literally probably putting your kids through college, and if this. I don't even know what my life would be without these things. So let's go.
Well, Tay, since you are the queen of yapping, tell us what's trending in pop culture right now.
So the hottest thing out right now is Bill Belichick and his girlfriend, Jordan Hudson. They have a 49-year-old or a 49, how do you say that? A 49-year age gap?
Yep.
Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
49-year age gap. Okay, she's 24. He's 73. If you don't know who he is the Patriots ex-coach. That's what he's most known for. BFF, butt buddies with Tom Brady. Other than that, he has a 24-year-old girlfriend, but they are in hot waters right now because he was doing a CBS interview, and the reporter asked him, "How did you guys meet?" And she screamed from the back, No, we're not talking about that right now. Being very controlling. So people are saying they said that they met in April of 2021 on a plane. That was the one story that we got. But everybody's like, this is definitely maybe like an escort type situation. I don't think it's that. I think they just randomly met and she's with him for the money. And he's not dumb either. He's got a young, hot girlfriend on his arm. So I want to know everybody's thoughts. Do we think she's a gold digger? Or what's going on in this situation?
My thing is, I would think that she's an escort.
100%.
We all, and on the opposite end, I think that she's a gold digger as well too. Ain't no way she want to be with a guy that old.
Fun fact: her ex-boyfriend is a 64-year-old businessman named Josh Zuckerman, who came out and said she's not a gold digger. She's wise beyond her years, and it's not nothing like that. She's a great person, but fans obviously are like, this is a gold digger situation. They are calling her his handler. So
okay,
I'm going on.
Kind of decode this situation. Josh Zuckerman is probably still hitting it. Bill Belichick, good for him, man. I mean, the dude's like what, 67, like 70 years old with a body built like mashed potatoes, man. Like, man, like good for him, man. Like, I'm not gonna hate on Bill Belichick for that. A 24-year-old woman, like, I don't know what that would be like. A 24-year-old woman would probably be telling me what to do if I'm 70 years old. Seriously, at this point, man. I mean, I'd just be happy to have it.
I'm a firm believer, get to the bag, do what you got to do. But for her to sit there and they're acting like they're so in love, he said this is the happiest times of his life, the happiest he's ever been, I think is a stretch. If they were randomly meeting at the bar or something and he was a random dude, she would not look at him twice. Let's be real. She wants the money. He wants a younger chick. So it's not going to last, obviously. But shame on his fucking kids, if he has any, for not saying, yo, this is embarrassing.
I would never tell my dad that. If my dad brought a 24-year-old home, I'd be like, good for you, brother.
Stop it. If my father, at 58 years old right now, brought home a 24-year-old girl, I'm sorry, that's ridiculous.
Didn't he also take the walk of shame last year? Was that the same chick that he took the walk of shame for on the ring cam?
They've been together for like 3 years, I believe. So like 2-3 years. So it has to be.
Yeah.
There you go, man.
But now she's on the sidelines with him at games, acting like she's a coach. So people are kind of just sitting there saying like she's taking over everything. She's at every interview, every event, and she's right by his side. You can't get him alone anymore. So people are just trying to, speculate. But listen, I ain't saying she a gold digger.
What I'm saying, she's probably an escort. 100%. Not anymore. Clearly not anymore.
What else you got for us?
All right, and this one is my personal favorite, trending. This is close to home. Shout out to Philly, but actually true shout out to Delco. The Delco Duecer is back on the streets. If you have not heard about her, she is making international news, okay? So there was a road rage incident in Delco, and this lady got out of her car and went and physically shit onto another woman's hood.
Yes.
Okay? Like, the video's out. You can go and see the video. Go look it up. Let me tell you something, though. I am siding with the Delco Duecer because if you want to sit there, well, allegedly, this is the one side we got. So let me just say that. The Delco Duecer, I believe her name is, let me say, Christina. I do have the name Christina. She's a 44-year-old woman. She said the lady kept chasing her, and she told her to stop. She told her to stop. The girl kept egging her on and chasing her. So when they stopped, she got out of the car, lifted up her dress, took a shit on the hood, and pieced out. People were disgusted by it. The news outlets went crazy. The entire Delco neighborhoods are coming out saying this has been all over the news. People can't stop talking about it. She was released on bail, but she is being charged with indecent exposure and disorderly conduct. But do you think she deserves jail time?
No, not at all.
Nah, and it was kind of crazy because when you said Delco Duecer, I was like thinking of it in the mind state of like somebody going to like a serial person, like going to a bunch of AC Delcos and taking an upper decker shit in their toilet. Like, I had no idea about this story. This is 10 times better than what I imagined.
I'll send you the video. You're going to be floored.
I don't think
she
I want to see the
taken
video.
out in handcuffs, okay?
Sorry.
They caught her. They locked her up. And she's on video laughing as she's getting locked up. She's hysterical laughing, saying, well, I told her to stop. She didn't stop. But I think to lock her up is a little crazy. I mean, there's people that get in road rage incidents and beat windshields off cars, fist fighting in the streets. They don't get arrested, but because she shit on a car, she has to be locked up. Give her the fine and let her go. Is
that indecent exposure?
Yes, because I guess technically she had her asshole out and shit.
Not worth
but
it.
In the video, you can't see her ass. It's not like she just got naked and shit on the thing. She barely lifts up her dress. And I guess maybe she didn't have underwear on. Who the fuck knows what goes on? But the shit came out instantly.
Yeah, but see, that's not worth it because if you are indecent exposure, then you're labeled a sex offender. You got to knock on.
I know. You can't even like piss in public or they put you on the site.
Dude, could you imagine going around knocking on your neighbor's doors and having to tell them, like, just to let you know, I just moved in the area and like tell them all the story, man? Like, that's crazy.
I'm sure they would think it was funny though. So.
But they would probably.
I thought it was hilarious.
Like, that woman's fucking crazy, dude. Because who the hell just takes a shit on somebody's hood?
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
It is. Shout out to the Delco Duecer. I love that name, by the way.
Yes, actually, if you want to come on Yappy Hour or the podcast, hit somebody up. I will gladly take you on.
Yo.
I am Team Delco Duecer, so.
All right, moving on. There's a debate going around right now. 100 men versus one silverback gorilla country. What you think about that?
Man, I've so many like... I'm pulled in so many directions, right? Because 100 men versus one kind of seems like, eventually the gorilla would tire out. But who the fuck's going to take those first couple blows? Because, I mean, the gorilla can throw your limbs off, your body and like throw them in the tall grass to never be seen again. So, man, dude, I don't know, because I feel like in my head, are they in a box? Because like, is it specified? Because if you can't run, then it's fight or flight. But I feel like if the first 5 to 10 people are getting fucked up, the other guys are going to be like, oh shit.
Right.
You know, so, but I feel like if all the men are like balls to the wall, like, yeah, we're going to fuck this gorilla up.
Yeah.
The gorilla's going to tire out eventually, man. That gorilla's probably done for. But a lot of those guys, I'd say about 30% are done, gone, incapacitated, wheelchairs, eating through tubes for the rest of their life, shitting in bags, like they're done, dude.
Or cars, shitting on cars for sure.
Or shout out to the Delco Duecer.
Uncontrollably.
This is where you need to edit it and put the every time we say Delco Duecer during this episode. What I will say is I think my answer is men, because I think the first 30 to 40 may get taken out. I agree with Country, but you ain't going to tell me 100 big ass dudes. If we're putting big people in the ring with them, I don't know. I think it would be 100 men, but shout out to the ladies, because guess what? It would never be 100 ladies versus one gorilla.
Well, no, 100 ladies, a gorilla would beat the shit out of 100 ladies. Like, I don't even think.
But the thing is, the question would never even be, because we would never put ourselves in that situation. So they said 100 men, not women.
I would take like 100 big ass gym rats, those guys that are like, I could beat the shit out of an MMA fighter. Look at how big I am. And then they get choked out. Like when they finally get their comeuppance, that's the type of people, you know, that I would put on the back lines. But let's talk about who we put on the front lines.
Over the past few days, we curated a list of 10 people that we feel should bait the gorilla first. It's not in order, just 10 people that we think should be on the front lines. Coming in at 1, Bill Cosby.
Fuck that pervert.
Fuck Bill Cosby for a different reason, man. Because this asshole is the reason why the Cosby Show isn't in syndication anymore. So I'm sure Theo, Rudy, and who is it? Who was his wife? Remember his wife's name? Claire. They all got beef with him, man. So I'm riding with y'all, dude.
All right. Kanye West.
Give him to the fucking gorilla at this point.
I can't negotiate I can't negotiate the release of Kanye West to the gorilla. I just can't do it, dude. Not good conscience.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yep.
Yeah, understandable.
She killed an old woman in traffic and
Did
acted like she didn't care. Yeah, man. I watched a documentary on that shit while she's going through the transition.
Give her to the fucking gorilla.
Care. Yeah, man. Fuck her, dude.
P. Diddy.
Yep. Just because he
Lock
thinks
him
he's
up,
a badass.
throw away the keys. He don't deserve to see fucking sunlight. And maybe play a P. Diddy song while he's fighting them. And that's
dude, cover him in baby oil. Cover his ass full body to
cover the
toe in
fucking
baby oil.
silverback and baby oil. And let him fuck Diddy the entire time. How about that?
Take that.
All right. Andrew Tate.
All the freaks are on this list.
Hate that motherfucker.
He is actually like, such a dipshit. He deserves behind bars.
Harvey Weinstein.
Of course.
Another pervert.
Put him in a towel and send his ass out to the gorilla.
Send all the
let that gorilla give him a massage, bro.
All right. The Rock.
Yes. Fuck him for ruining not only Shazam, but also this past WrestleMania. Fuck you, Rock, dude.
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
He's a rat. Send him with the gorilla.
I know, man, but dude, he's like social media gold.
I think he's corny. I don't know.
R. Kelly.
I mean, I believe I can fly.
He's gonna fly when he fights that gorilla.
Knowing him, he would probably find some twisted way to enjoy this shit. 100 men around him at once, he'd probably be in his fucking glory. Because let's be real, he's on the DL. But I don't know. I mean, a lot of people love R. Kelly still. Like, people are like with the P. Diddy thing, they're all like, no, fuck him. You can't listen to his music. People still want R. Kelly's music. There's the difference there. So I feel like a lot of people might not want to put Mr. Robert Kelly up against that silverback. I mean, I'm all for it. What he did's crazy.
Coming in at 10, Rosie O'Donnell.
She's not been in the public eye forever, and we're still putting her on this list for the fucking gorilla.
Right. I mean, I could say the same thing about Tekashi 6ix9ine, so it's all good. He ain't been in the public eye for a minute.
But he left such an imprint on pop culture, dude. That just
did he? Like user spiked in. I think like you're like a secret like big fan.
Did, like, I could
pop
understand.
Culture. What did he change in pop culture besides being a fucking rat with rainbow hair?
If we look at it from both sides, Tekashi 6ix9ine literally he got kidnapped by his group.
As he
The
should
dude
have.
was sleeping with this baby's mama, right? He got extorted. He got played by everybody in the group. They tried to say he wasn't a member of the gang. They just kept him around for money. At that point, man, are you
But is
really
that
going to
changing
put
pop
your life?
culture?
Are you really going to, like, if he would have freaking went in jail, they was going to kill him.
He's a
Right? He
rat.
was dead. He was a dead man. So
I don't know. I know people that have gone to jail for not being a rat and taken the full. So I don't know.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying
But-
I'm thinking we can dissect this all we want. Like, who knows what would have happened if they were 100% loyal to him? Would he still have been a rat? Who knows?
I don't
But
know.
I know that if
but-
everybody turns on you, why the fuck are you going to protect everybody turning on you and like try to kill your ass and fucking kidnap you and steal all your money and fuck your baby mama? Like, fuck that, dude.
I mean, I hear you,
At
but
that
I was
point,
offended.
there's no honor amongst
Yeah.
thieves. There's no honor amongst thieves.
But
Period.
I'm offended that you said he changed pop culture because what you just said has nothing to do with the pop culture.
I think he did change pop culture, man. I think the way he came out with social media, he opened the door. He showed a lot of these people how to freaking get money socially wise. He went on IG Live. He basically did everything on his own. You get that? Like, he didn't need a label to do any of that shit. He created his own buzz, right? He created his own sound, which, I mean, who would you liken his sound to? Of anybody right now, like, who would you liken Tagashi's sound to?
I don't know. I don't really listen to his music. The only song I know by him, it's fucking Treyway with Nicki Minaj.
That's all of his songs, basically.
But what I'm saying is, I mean, if you ask people, if you say name one thing about Tekashi 6ix9ine, they're not going to say nothing about his music. They're one word they're going to use as rat. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think
100%
musically
because-
he really did anything for pop culture. But that's just me. That's just me.
Hey, moving on. Here's a question for you though: could 107-year-olds defeat a grown man?
I don't think so.
If two kids walk up to you right now, I hate to even use this example with kids in the same sentence. If two husky 7-year-olds, because there are husky 7-year-olds out there, walk up to you and kick you right in your nuts, you're going down on immediately.
How
and then
the
if they all
hell is
just bum
two
rush and the rest come
7-year-olds
for you, start gouging eyes, ripping skin, ripping hair, stop.
Listen, you ain't gonna find 100 kids like that. Number one, and number two,
Oh, we would.
all I'm gonna do, I could use the first 10 as an example, and the rest of them will fucking fold like a fucking futon, dude. Hell no, ain't no 170. I'll line them up. Line them up. We
It's
can do
the
the
fact
experiment.
that-
I will sacrifice myself, and I will. If they sign a waiver, I will beat the living shit out of fucking 107-year-olds.
Are you kidding me?
I'm doing.
You
I'll
are
do it.
not
I will do it.
You are not beating up 107-year-olds. You might take out like 20 to 30. Again, actually, maybe I'll give you like 50%. Again,
They don't have the heart.
two to the balls, you're down on the ground
Where are
within
these
seconds.
7-year-olds
That's
coming
what
from?
I'm saying.
Right.
Brian knows.
Yeah.
Where we getting them from? Where we getting the 7-year-olds from?
South
Well, we
Philly.
just created a fucking list of all people we would send into the ring with the gorilla. So I'm interviewing 7-year-olds. I want the stockiest Jones. Hit me up. Yous are fighting, and that's it.
Number one, 107-year-olds, like they're not gonna just roll up and like kick you in the nuts. By the time one of them comes up and kicks you, they'll try to bum rush you, right? Number
How
one,
you stopping 100 people at once?
Yeah. What do you think?
They're
We're
gonna
gonna line
bum
them up?
rush
You think we're gonna
Right, they
line
ain't
them
gonna
up?
line up because you said line up. There, it's soon as that bell dings, it's like you're running, like for dodgeball in the middle when you run for the bulls. That's what it's like. Did you ever see the
I'll
video of the
fucking do it.
gorilla? It's
I'll do
100
it.
men in
I
a
don't
field,
care.
and they just run at each other.
I'll
Fucking
do it.
like, what is it?
I'll
Wakanda
do
style.
it.
You ever see
I'll
Marvel?
bicycle kick a 7-year-old so fucking hard and knock 4 of them out at one time, dude.
I'm just saying.
Man, get out of here. Anyway, moving on. Hey, last thing before we head out of here, I got a couple questions for you guys. It's called How Old is Too Old? First one. What age should you stop asking parents for money?
18.
Yeah, 18, because that's when you're technically considered 18 out of school. Once you graduate high school, you got to get a job
Right.
or go to school. But if you do go to college and you don't have a job and your parents financially can support you, I ain't hating on it. My parents, I'm blessed. They still take care of me. So I ain't hating on it. But I don't ask them for money is my point, is what I'm saying. I never in years have went up to my mother or father and said, hey, can I have this to go out tonight and get some drinks? Like, I think that's bizarre. But you can't knock parents for wanting to give their children money.
What age should you stop sleeping with a nightlight?
Like fucking 10, 11. Grow up.
That's tricky because I'm trying to.
Because he
Because he
sleeps
still
with a
sleeps
nightlight.
with a
Right. He sleeps with a
Yeah.
fucking nightlight.
I got a better question. Like, how old is too old to be sleeping with your parents, man? Like, that's a little.
I don't sleep with my parents. I live at
know
home.
you don't. I'm talking about little kids. Like, that's what I'm dealing with.
Oh,
right now.
sleeping like in their parents' room?
Yes.
Stop. Cut that shit off at like 5. I'm sorry, I'm not a parent.
It's funny. She's 5 now. It's like,
But get the fuck out. Like, I don't know.
see-
I don't see this gentle parenting. I'm not with it. Tell your kid the monsters are fake. Go in your fucking room and go to bed. Okay? Read them a bedtime story and go out. These kids that sleep in beds with their parents, I don't know. It's not.
I agree. But
little
at
weird.
the end of the day,
Not weird in that sense. Like, you're just too fucking old and big. Get the fuck out.
It's crazy because at the end of the day, once I brought this topic up, people was like, "Man, I was 11 years old when I stopped
That's
sleeping."
crazy
I'm
work.
like, "What, motherfucker? You was
That's
11
crazy.
years old, still sleeping with your mom?" Hell no, dude. My dad would have laughed if I would have came in there and told him I was
Same.
scared of monsters. My dad would have been like, "Boy, you better get your ass back in your room right now, dude."
Literally, my mom or dad would have said, I know you're fucking lying right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would caution parents to get it over with as fast as possible because you might sit here and be like, well, 6 months down the road, we'll work into it. No, you fucking won't because literally I've been dealing with this shit for a year. So no, you won't, dude.
At what age should you have to renew your driver's license?
Fucking 70. They got motherfuckers about to croak like this on fucking highways and shit. They're like 80, 90 years old. Are you okay? Are you breathing? Can you see straight? Like, and I'm not, and listen, I got my license, but I don't drive. But sometimes I see it looked like it looked like fucking George Washington next to me in the car. And I said, yo, how is this man driving? And then they go, God forbid, 2 miles an hour. I'm not hating on it, but cut that shit off. After you're like 80, you can't drive. No.
Look, I'll tell you like this. After 65, you should have to renew your license every year after that. I want you looking at that little vision board or whatever the fuck it's called, the little eye shit. I want you to get your hearing checked. I want you to take the fucking driving test with an actual driving instructor. Yes, the whole 9.
Right, fuck the rules. I want you to do the part of the permit where you have to drive. Fuck the rule book.
You should.
Nah.
Stopping at what lights and the yield signs. I want to see you physically drive.
Yes.
But some of them
If
are
you hit
swift
a
and
cone-
with it, so
If you hit a cone, you're done, dude.
Right.
Like you're done.
some of them probably drive better than me. Stop.
No, they don't. I'm telling you right now, I drive a truck for a living, and no, they don't. I'm telling you, man.
All right, country, get us out of
All
here.
right, make sure to follow us on Instagram, at TikTok, at dapodcav. That's DAPODCAV. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube and click them notifications so you know when we're dropping new content and going live. And also, listen to us anywhere your favorite podcasts are streamed. We are everywhere, like Uber. Back to you, B.
All right, Tay Titties, thanks for joining us today. Let the people know where they can find you at.
We're on Instagram, TikTok, not Facebook, because that's for the moms and dads, and I ain't about to put my shit out there on there. Yeah, Instagram and TikTok. Find me.
All right.
Comment in the comments. It's about to be the best episode they ever had. Let them know.
All right, anyway, on that note, man, we out of here.
Peace.